G'day, my name's Adam Hills, and a very big welcome to the Spicks And Specks comedy special, the music quiz show that makes a hilarious farting noise when you sit on it. Our 210 captains each and every week are the humoresque Alan Bro and the happy wanderer, Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight is a Londoner who's both a hip-hop artist and a comedian. He lives in fear of being caught in a drive-by cream pie in the face incident. Welcome to the show, Doc Brown. Alan's second team member tonight is a comedian who describes herself as a dance instructor's nightmare. We can only assume she means female and straight. Please welcome Kitty Flanagan. Miff's first guest is an award-winning comedian, author, musician, actor and playwright. He's currently the undisputed number 3 ranked person named David O'Doherty on Google. Please welcome David O'Doherty. Miff's final guest tonight is a gifted and prolific comedian who is regarded by many as the coolest man in comedy. Obviously, they don't know that the first CD he bought was Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth. Please welcome, passing on my left-hand side, Stephen K. Amos. Now, welcome our panel of comedians tonight. Doc, have you been to Australia before, or is this your first trip?
No, this is my first time.
Right. Actually, I know that David O'Doherty has been to Australia before because of a message you left on my mobile phone this morning. Would you like to recreate that message for everyone in the room?
Good day, and how you going? What do you know? Strike a light.
She'll be right, I think.
Is it a Scout song?
Wasn't it like a tourism thing to teach Americans how to say good day because they always said good day? Wasn't it? I'm quite serious.
I
know, it's not funny.
That's typically, you know, if your government feels a need to advise Americans on the way to say good day, I mean, it's hilarious. Because what I find coming from England is that you guys, I mean, I love your accent, but what you do is you see things and you say it. You're so blunt. I saw an advert just the other day about this exercise machine, and it said, I think it's a Power 2000. You don't need to go to the gym if you've got a door. I've got 6 doors in my house. Wow. No gym for me. Open, close, open, close. You see, that's why I love coming here. And all I've got to do is my bogan, and everyone's laughing. I've never even met a bogan. But I'm imagining that's how they talk. Like that, right, Steve? How you going? Going.
Can you do that thing of making a sentence without actually using words, but you've got the inflection of a sentence?
Nice, or maybe, like, you know what I mean?
And Doc, how's your time in Australia been?
It's been great. I haven't been confused by that much. I've actually known the how you going, that confused me straight away. How am I going where? It's how you doing in England and in the States. How did it become how are you going?
Well, because you sent us away.
Oh, right.
Miff and Alan are going to pick a topic. Everybody will be quizzed on that topic. The choices tonight are chart-busting comedians, comic operas, musical comedies, and the satirists. Alan can pick the first topic tonight.
We'll have chart-busting comedians, please.
All yours, Miff.
The satirists.
Alrighty, we'll start with chart-busting comedians.
All right.
First, let's check your buzzers. Miff, can you check yours first?
Oh, what have we got? Oh, that's all right.
Who am I fun with? Oh, that's great. Do that again in miming. It looks fantastic. Alan, can you check your buzzer, please?
That's what I do.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'm a snorter.
Oh, I think that's a great thing.
And I don't go out. I go, ah! And it's really, people don't like... Yes, exactly. Steve, if I was in your audience, you would hate it, wouldn't you?
I would, yes. I'd think that someone brought livestock.
I like it when people snort. I think that's a sign. You're saying to the world, I've enjoyed that so much, I just lost my dignity. We'll start with chart-busting comedians. Okay. Your first question for 1 point. According to the Goodies hit single, which animal was notable? Yes.
Gibbon.
For its degree of funk, it was indeed the funky gibbon.
No.
First point of the show. Next question. In 1986, Eddie Murphy entered the Australian charts Ooh, yes.
I love this song.
There's a two-part question,
Oh,
so I'm going to
bugger.
need two answers.
If the second part is who loved it, then you're sorted.
Exactly. The song was Party All the Time. My girl wants to party all the time.
Yes,
That was
indeed.
his big hit.
Was it from a film?
Ooh.
So maybe Coming to America or one of those?
No. I'm going to ask the rest of the question to this side.
Ah.
Name the funk disco hero that wrote, appeared in and produced it.
Rick James?
Rick James it was, yes, point on each side.
You know what the follow-up to that single was? He had another single called Boogie in Your Butt. And it was honestly, it was a 5-minute number about how many things he could get inside his anus. It's a great record if you do get the chance.
I've got the video.
You got the video?
He never sang again.
Finally, for 3 points, have a look at this 2001 top 10 hit. The questions are on the way.
He asked us, "Be you angels?" And we said, "Nay, we are but men." Rock.
I need three things: the name of the song, the group, and the former member of Nirvana that played on the track.
Oh, we'll go backwards. It's
Yep.
Dave Grohl.
Yes.
And also he's playing the devil, I think, as well.
Think so.
Yeah.
Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Yes, and the song
Tribute.
Tribute. Yes, 1 point for each member of the team who answered each part of the question. 3 points. Yes, the song was Tribute. It was Tenacious D, and Dave Grohl played drums. And there's conjecture over to whether he was the devil, but we think he might be. Now, I haven't checked this, but I'm pretty sure David O'Doherty. Did you support Tenacious D?
I did some gigs with them in front of about 45 people in Dublin, maybe 2001, 2002. And then they came back about a year later and played the Enormo Dome and didn't ask me back. And then I supported Flight of the Conchords in Dublin in 2003. And we played in front of 6 people. And then when they came back in 2010, they sold 4,000 tickets in 6 seconds. So that's how it's changed that's because I supported them. Obviously, that is.
Now, Doc, we should point out that you are a comedian, but you were a hip-hop act before becoming a comedian.
Yeah, I used to not smile at all. I used to be very serious, yeah.
Show us your hip-hop act face. When you then have to pose for photos and band shots, do you just have to stay serious the whole time?
Yeah, it's really funny because, you know, when you hang with rappers, most of them are, once the camera's off, they do joke around just the same as everyone else, but when the camera's on, it's like... That's quite a popular one, as if you're holding guns.
Oh, but you're not.
It
Is that
used
what
to
it
be
is?
that, but then that was a bit like Cowboys and Indians. Now it's like, I'm actually holding a gun.
Right.
If I had a gun, it would slip right into there. And I could kill you.
All right, so let's move on to the satirists. Your first question for 1 point. Peter Cook and Dudley Moore released 3 albums. Yes.
Derek and Clive.
As Derek and Clive. Well done, Nick.
I asked my mum if she'd heard any Derek and Clive because she loved Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. She, oh, no.
I don't know, but the fact that she went, oh, no, makes me think, yeah, she probably has.
I could be completely wrong about this, but supposedly the way... Because Derek and Clive's just filthy.
Yes.
And supposedly they gave a reel-to-reel version of the first Derek and Clive they did to the Rolling Stones, who played it on their plane when they were touring.
Right.
And just loved it and convinced them to release it.
Oh, is that right? So it wasn't even meant to be released?
Yeah, because the content of it, particularly for those times, was quite...
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, are there any
It's
young
still
kids in the
brutal.
audience?
Yeah, there are.
Go out and get a Derek and Clive album.
To give you an idea of what it is, Dudley Moore plays Moonlight Sonata very beautifully on the piano, and they both sing the words, I'm on the horn, for about 6 minutes along with it. And that isn't quality comedy. I don't know what to do.
For 2 points, have a look at this clip of Rebecca Black's internet sensation Friday.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I'm going to go early.
Yep.
I'm going to say you're going to ask what are the 2 words in that song.
No, that wasn't what I was going to ask. Yes?
Can I just answer?
Yeah.
I feel sick.
So I don't mean to prolong things because I don't know anything about that, and that's the first time I've seen that.
Right.
That is just the most extraordinary thing I've ever seen.
Oh, you've got to see the whole
None
thing.
of those children are old enough to drive.
Do you know the way it came about? I'll ask the question in a sec, but do you know... I'll give you the background.
No, I mean, the fact that it came about leads me to believe that this may be the last show we ever record because of how civilization is going to collapse.
It is the end of music.
It is the end of music.
It's the end of music.
And, look, don't get me wrong, I'm sure she's a lovely young girl, but, I mean, that's just not right. And YouTube should close.
You know what it is? It's clearly some guy has watched Justin Bieber and just gone, how can I make a woman just like that? And just cloned Bieber. And then, put on a string. Oh.
OK, what happened?
And the weird thing is, she's not as feminine as Bieber.
There is a question there. The question's going to be, the song was recently covered by which American satirist on which other American comedian's TV show?
Was it Jimmy Kimmel?
No, Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
The guy who's doing Conan O'Brien now.
Yep.
His name is...
Anyone? This side?
Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon. There it is, a point on each side. OK, basically, there's a company in LA where if you pay them a certain amount of money, they give you a couple of songs and you can record it. I think it was $4,000 Rebecca Black's parents paid to the company. They said, here's a couple of songs, and she went, cool, let's just record this, and they make it just a little video. And they put it on YouTube, as anyone can. But then it took off. It was so bad, people jumped on board. It has had over 97 million views.
Stop looking at it!
1.9 million dislikes. It's the most disliked video ever on YouTube. It proves
Sorry, that's not enough. Out of 97 million, only 1.9 million dislike it?
Yeah,
That's
only
not
about
enough.
200,000 like it, though, so
Oh,
it kind of does put that into perspective.
I tried to record the worst song of all time a couple of years ago. I wrote a song called Orange about ladies who wear too much fake tan. And my friend made a video for it.
Yeah.
And the next project he worked on was a small film they made for €30,000 that went on to win the Oscar for Best Song. And somehow on Wikipedia or IMDb, there was a mix-up because my video was the last video he'd made before the video that won Best Oscar. So I got all these bizarre comments under the worst song of all time going, surprising what wins an Oscar these days.
Does everyone that work with you go on to great things?
See?
Weep, weep, weep. And the lyrics, Friday, Friday, got to get down on Friday. Partying, partying, yeah, partying, partying, yeah. The bridge is where it gets interesting.
Oh, nice one.
Yesterday was Thursday, Thursday. Today is Friday, Friday. We so excited. Tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes after. Words.
It's my favourite bit in the whole song. I'm actually going to be controversial. I've come around.
My favourite section is where there's a lot of time spent talking about which seat in the car she might sit in.
Yep.
Kicking in the backseat,
And
chilling
then
in the
there's a
front seat.
rapper who actually I discovered in doing my own little research. He co-wrote the entire song.
Yes,
It's a bit of his brainchild. He's about 56 years old. And his verse is the most sort of garbled. He's trying to put together all the concepts from the song into this short rap, and it comes out like a man who's had a stroke. He's like, it's Saturday, it's Friday, and then it's Saturday, and I'm driving. I'm in the front seat, Rebecca's in the side. No, she's in the middle. She's liking her seat. I'm liking my seat. It's Friday, yeah. And honestly, it's that bad.
So essentially, it's a remake of Driving Miss Daisy.
All right, 3 points on love. Your final question. Listen to this track. The question's on the way.
Your heart is hard as stone or mahogany.
I need three things. The name of the song, the musician, and the field he left musical comedy to pursue. Yes?
It's Tom Lehrer.
Yes, it is Tom Lehrer.
Is it the Masochism Tango?
It is the Masochism Tango.
Yeah.
OK, and he left music to become...
A masochist.
Oh, you can still do that and play music.
Oh.
I throw you back to Rebecca Black's video.
Oh,
No,
I was just...
I'm going to go to this side. Anyone?
Is he a doctor of some kind?
No, he...
Can you give us a hint?
I think you can add this up yourself.
Is he an accountant?
Masochism Tango. Oh, a dancer, a dance teacher.
No, mathematician.
And
while we're talking mathematicians, you have a feud going, David O'Doherty, with a mathematician.
Don't even, yeah.
By the name of David O'Doherty.
I got davidodoherty.com, registered it, so he was left with davidodoherty.net.
Right.
He discovered a very high prime number, which is what the ladies are really looking for. He was furious, and he wrote a blog about it on davidodoherty.net that described what I got as infinitely annoying. Now, when a mathematician uses those words, I think you know it is pretty serious. There's an Australian barrister called David O'Doherty as well, and there's the violinist in Dublin who, when at the start of your comedy career, I needed a quote to go on one of my posters, and because I'd never been mentioned in any newspaper ever, he had got a standing ovation for playing some Vivaldi piece in the National Concert Hall, so I stole that.
At the end of the first round, the scores are Miff David Stevler on 3 points, Alan Kitty 8 points. Teams have to buzz in and identify the tunes being performed live in the studio. Tonight, your songs have been comically manipulated by the three and only Tripod. Hi guys, how's your new DVD that's just come out?
Oh, thanks for asking. Isn't it? Oh, that's good of you to bring it up. Very well, we hope. We haven't seen any figures yet. Yeah,
right.
We don't want to look.
What's it called?
Tripod versus the Dragon.
And where do you get it?
At shops, as a matter of fact, weirdly enough.
Great.
Yeah.
Song 1, please. Everyone on your buzzers.
I think I have as much to offer this relationship as you. I think we both could benefit from being a team. I just have one simple request for you. Treat me like you would like to be treated yourself. Treat me like you would like to be treated yourself. Speak to me as an equal with all the same rights as you. T-R-A-A-T-M-E L-I-K-E-Y-O-U W-O-U-L-D-L-I K-E-T-O-B-E-T R-E-A-T-E-D-Y O-U-R-S-E-L-F.
Yeah, this side buzzed in.
We think it's Aretha Franklin, maybe. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
It's Respect Aretha Franklin. Yes,
Whoa.
it is. Next song, please.
That guy looks quite badly burned on one side of his face. That guy looks like a teddy bear, and that gun rings through the top of his head. That guy looks like a hammerhead shark. Someone just got their arm chopped off. What a shit gig this is. What's happened to our career? The money's trap, no one listens. No one speaks the same language. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy, and they're racist against robots here.
Yes.
It sounds incredibly like the music from the bar scene in Star Wars by John Williams, then.
That's known as the Cantina Bar song from Star Wars. Yes, it is.
Oh, well, I thought we
All right, next song, please.
I am lonely. I am very lonely. Very, very lonely. I am lonely, really lonely, really lonely, really, really lonely. I am lonely and I live in California. I am lonely and I live in California. I live in California and I'm lonely. Cali-lonely. Lonely-fornia. Super California lonely.
Yes, Alan?
Boys of Summer by Don Henley.
Yes, it is. Boys of Summer, Don Henley. Next song, please.
Nobody's gonna sleep. Nobody's gonna sleep. You're my princess in your cold, cold room. Watch the stars tremble with love, tremble with hope. I got a secret deep inside, secret I'm gonna have to hide. No one can know my name till the dawn, till we kiss, until we kiss. Victory, victory.
Nessun Dorma.
It is Nessun Dorma by Puccini. Well spotted, Alan. Final song, please.
Now I'm a musician, therefore I don't do manual labor. I just sit here and let others do it. Well, I'm plunking away on my piano, watching other men do all the work. I wonder if they're getting shitty at me. It's so romantic this time of night, watching other men sweat. And I'm writing a haunting song, gazing at their bump cracks.
Anyone? That's a song called The Loadout and Stay by Jackson Browne.
Oh, of course.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Tripod. At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, David, Stephen on 5 points, Alan, Doc, Kitty in front, 10 points. Each team will be told an obscure fact with 3 possible endings. You have to identify the correct ending. Alan, Doc, Kitty, here is your fact. American judge Sue K. Hicks is famous for A, being the first former member of a charting punk band to be named a US High Court judge. B, being the inspiration for the song A Boy Named Sue. Or C, bursting into Amy Winehouse's rehab while sentencing rapper Chris Brown in 2009. One of those is correct.
Well, I like the first one, but you said a charting punk band.
Yes.
Just depends on how old she is, because not a lot of punk bands charted.
That's a good point.
And the second one, I don't mean to nitpick about this, but it's a boy.
Yes.
Yes, his name is Sue, but she's a lady, isn't she?
Well, have you seen her?
No, I haven't.
No, neither have I.
Oh, OK. Well, then it could be B, I suppose.
It's funny how Chris Brown's actually a singer. He's an R&B singer, but as soon as he beat up Rihanna, then everyone described him as the rapper Chris Brown.
Oh, right.
What's that about? I take umbrage at that.
I second that emotion.
Thank you.
Racist.
So what do you think? What's the answer?
I like A.
Yep.
But it's the charting thing.
Well, they don't have to chart well.
No, I suppose they just get on, you know...
She could just get to 97 or something on the
that's
charts.
true. Yeah, I suppose that is charting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all possible. They're all possible.
I think that we would have heard more about a judge breaking into singing Rehab.
That's
I
true.
haven't heard of that. Has anyone heard of that?
No.
That would be quite...
It would be great.
It would be cool, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it would be awesome if she started hitting the gavel in time and just, you know...
I'm gonna make you go to rehab. I say go, go, go.
I mean, that would be great, but I imagine it would be all over everything.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I reckon C's out. I reckon A Boy Named Sue.
Yeah, let's go with B.
You reckon B?
I reckon go with B. Listen, we don't know, do we? Let's be real. We don't know the answer to any of these.
No, we don't.
Let's just pick one.
Okay. Wow. You know, if you'd been on the first show of this, we would have saved a lot of time. B.
B. The correct answer is Sue K. Hicks. The judge is famous for being the inspiration for the song A Boy Named Sue.
You have seen her.
Judge Sue K. Hicks was a man named after his mother Sue, who passed away during childbirth. Was at a conference with a guy called Shel Silverstein, who then went home and wrote A Boy Named Sue.
Wow.
Shel Silverstein, by the way, also wrote Put Another Log on the Fire, cover of the Rolling Stone and the Ballad of Lucy Jordan. And the children's book The Giving Tree. Nothing funny, just interesting. Miff, David, Stephen, here is your fact. John Lennon's 1980 comeback after 5 years away from the music industry was inspired by A, hearing the B-52's Rock Lobster while at a nightclub in the Bahamas. B, discovering the success of Ringo's recent album had made him the lowest-selling solo Beatle. Or C, his hatred of the Paul McCartney and Wings song Coming Up.
I so want it to be C.
I want it to be C.
It has to be C.
Oh.
They had a beef, didn't they? McCartney and Lennon. So
McCartney doesn't go near beef.
They had a quarrel, and the lyric in Silly Love Songs, the Paul McCartney song, is about Lennon said, "Oh, he just writes silly love songs." So
is that right?
Paul McCartney wrote, "Yeah, people say they've had enough of silly love songs, but I don't think it's so.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, that's...
John had a diss track back at Paul as well after that. That album that he came back with, there was a song on there called How Do You Sleep? Which was about how he reckoned Paul broke up the Beatles. Basically, we went at him hard. And it wasn't rap hard. He wasn't like, next time I see you, you know, it wasn't like, but it was a straight-up diss track, so they've got
I have a diss track against the other David O'Doherty, the mathematician, where I just count up in prime numbers. All the way up to 23. Hang on, is that a prime number? I think it is, yes.
If you need me on your next album cover, I'll just be there at the side with the hands.
With a calculator in each hand.
So what do you think the answer is?
Well, I don't see why hearing about Lobster would inspire... I mean, it's a great song, but why would it inspire Lennon to...
I don't think he'd care about being the lowest selling Beatle.
When ka-ching ching,
Although, but
Ringo who?
Ringo's my favourite. I'm alone there.
Oh, my God.
No, you're not.
I love him.
Ringo's my favourite
He's
as well.
great.
Yeah, he's the least self-righteous of all of them. And he's the Thomas the Tank Engine.
He knows that.
But why would Lennon care if Paul McCartney had a crap single like coming up? Wouldn't that make Lennon look better?
Oh, would it not inspire him?
Yeah.
I don't think it would inspire him. He'd just go, oh, good. That's really crap.
No, but he'll think that the public will think that that's the last thing that they're going to have from any of the individual Beatles. So he's got to come back and do something worthwhile. So he can't leave it to Ringo and...
So what do you think it is? Do you think it's none of them? Is that... No, you...
It's definitely one of them, I can tell you that for sure.
I've got absolutely no idea.
Hang on, you need a pep talk from Doc. Tell him what you told Alan.
Listen, you don't know the answer. Yeah? Stop messing around. Follow your heart. It's instinct.
One of my instincts is in Scrabble, C is the highest point letter of A, B and C. So...
That'll do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm with you on that.
That is the first time Scrabble has been used as the reason for an answer in this show ever. So you're going to go with C?
Yep.
The correct answer was John Lennon's comeback was inspired after hearing the B-52's Rock Lobster at a nightclub in the Bahamas.
Brilliant!
Yeah, do you know what it was? He was in a nightclub, he heard it and thought, that sounds like the music Yoko's been making. Maybe it's time to start making music again. In fact, I'm pretty sure what he said was to a friend was, that sounds like Yoko's music, and his friend said, yeah, except people are enjoying it. At the end of that round, scores are Miff, David, Stephen on 5 points, Alan, Doc, Kitty, 11 points. Two members of each team have to describe an artist to their teammate using one word each. The answers will be shown to the audience. You may not use any words that are in the answer. Miff, you'll be guessing first for your team. If you would like to put on the Spicks Specks, please.
Oh, that's delightful.
There you go.
I've always wanted a Tom Selleck mo. We've never done this, have we, Alan?
No, we never have.
I'm scared out of my
You'll
brain.
be completely fine. Look, you're in great hands.
Look how well we're doing.
Miff, you're guessing for your team. Spicks Specks are on. One word each from David and Stephen. Names will come up on the screen behind me. Your time starts now.
Oh.
Broken.
Turns out Stephen doesn't know the song you were heading to.
Bird!
Broken Bird.
Miff, just follow your heart.
The clue was Broken Bird. And I'll give you a hint, it's not Amy Winehouse.
Broken Bird.
Sorry,
Do you know
my
what that
bad.
was? It's Mr. Mister, and Dave was miming Wings.
Get out!
Next one.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, low cost. That's one word.
That's because it's a hyphen.
Thank you.
Yep.
Magic.
Cheap trick.
Next one.
Okay. Coconut. Okay. Yeah. Great.
Barry.
Oh.
Coconut Barry.
Coconut Barry.
Coconut Barry. Yeah.
Sounds.
Yep.
Or Barry
Harry
Coconut.
Belafonte.
Yes,
this
is
incredible. You guys are magic.
Just using our hearts, man.
Next one.
Breast.
Oh, okay, yep.
Sounds.
Breast sounds.
And it doesn't mean.
Oh, God.
Breast sounds.
Chicken something.
It's Buster Rhymes. Next one, here we go.
Oh, that's not fair. Okay.
They've both left, Miff.
Boeing.
Oh, good. Boeing.
President.
Oh, very good. Boeing president.
Going like a plane.
Yes, president.
So you look like you're being sultry then with that face.
Yeah, you look like you're trying to pick someone up right now.
American national anthem.
President airplane. Jefferson airplane. Jefferson airplane. 2 points. 2 points from each side.
In hindsight, that last one was an easy one, but it's very difficult when you've got these on.
Well, let's see how Alan goes with these ones.
I reckon I'm gonna go really
Alan, you'll be
badly.
guessing for your team. Shall I throw these on?
I reckon that's what my eyebrows are going to eventually look like.
All right, first one up on the screen.
Okay.
Doc and Kitty, 1 word each. Go for it.
Mark.
Mark was the first word.
Is it Bolden?
Oh, Mark Bolan.
T-Rex.
Yes.
Oh, well done.
I was going to go dinosaur. I thought you spoke first.
Next one.
Wait.
George.
Culture Club.
Yep.
Man, what was your problem?
Next one.
Dry?
Dry.
Opposite.
Dry opposite.
Wet, wet, wet.
Next clue.
I'm going to say smackers.
Fire?
So smackers and fire.
So, smackers, fire.
Or the other way round?
Fire smackers.
Yeah.
Fire smackers.
That'll help.
No, that's right.
Fire burning.
It was flaming lips.
Oh!
Okay, next one.
Whinging?
Canadian.
Leonard Cohen.
No, Alanis Morissette.
Oh no!
Other whinging
So many
Canadian.
to choose from.
I know. I was thinking Joni Mitchell. You know,
Celine
Neil
Dion.
Young, Celine Dion. Yeah.
Brian Adams.
Another
Yeah.
one.
Isn't it?
Next one.
Unguent?
As an ointment, as in. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Full fats.
Full fat.
Unguent.
Cream.
And one more.
Metal?
Dickinson.
Iron Maiden.
Yes, it is, Alan Bro. 5 points for Alan Bro. At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, David, Stephen on 7 points, Alan, Doc, Kitty, Way in front, 16 points. Each team has to match a bizarre backstage request to the musical star who requested it. Tonight, our stars' requests are represented by 3 comedians. Alan, Doc and Kitty, your stars are orphanage director and former pop star Madonna, the purple proprietor of Paisley Park, Prince, and the singing punchline, David Hasselhoff. And representing their bizarre backstage request, would you please welcome, firstly, Adam Rosenbachs. Adam, would you like to explain what you're dressed as?
Tonight I'm dressed as a doctor.
Thank you.
And the last time I pretended to be a doctor, I actually ended up on a current affair.
Sammy J is our next special guest.
Hello, Adam.
And what are you representing?
I'm a life-size cardboard cutout, so anyone watching this on a 3D television is freaking out right now. I've got a range of faces as well, just so you know. There's quizzical and happy.
Thank you, Sammy. And finally, Denise Drysdale.
Hello.
Hello. It's kind of pointless me asking this, but what have you come dressed as?
A toilet.
But not just any kind of toilet.
Oh no, I'm a Caroma.
You're also a brand new toilet seat.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Adam,
yes?
Before we get started, I'd like to apologise to Denise and say, look, I'm sorry about what happened before, but you just looked real.
I know. But I just thought you were wonderful because you've got such lovely manners. You put the seat down.
So, Alan Kitty, we have a doctor, a life-size cardboard cutout of themselves, and a brand new toilet seat for Madonna, Prince, or David Hasselhoff. Who belongs with whom?
For some reason, I think I remember Prince liking a new toilet seat everywhere. I reckon David Hasselhoff is going to have a life-size cutout of himself.
Yep.
Because he'll remember that he used to be animated. And I think Madonna has a doctor because, she's
a health freak, isn't
she? Yeah, and
She
also
has a vitamin B shot, a B12 shot before a show.
yeah, she works really, really hard, and I imagine she probably needs oxygen at some point and stuff like that.
Yep, happy to go with that.
Okay,
So,
we're moving.
Madonna, doctor.
Yeah, Madonna, the doctor, Prince, toilet.
And Hasselhoff has
shuffle
a
around
life-size
here.
cutout of Sammy J wherever he goes. That's what he wants.
Right. Okay. So that's the order you've gone with.
Yep.
Can everyone up on stage please stand in front of the appropriate pop star for the demand?
Oh!
So you got one right. David Hasselhoff does like a cardboard cutout of
Actually,
himself.
David Hasselhoff prefers a cardboard cutout of Sammy J, you'll find. It's bizarre.
It's Prince that likes it.
Stay there, love, I've got it.
Just don't flush.
I thought for a minute they were going to clean it, but I shouldn't have.
Prince requires a doctor so he can have a vitamin B12 shot before every performance, and Madonna won't perform unless there is a brand new toilet seat on the backstage toilet. And looking at the three of you, it looks like you've actually raided Lady Gaga's wardrobe. Can we have a round of applause for Adam Rosenbach, Sammy J, and Nick Myth, David and Stephen, your stars are the 80s rockers with big hair and tight pants, Motley Crue, the 70s icon with long hair and tight pants, Iggy Pop, and the 90s goth with black hair and tight pants, Marilyn Manson. And representing the bizarre backstage request, would you please welcome Greg Fleet, firstly.
Hi, guys.
I thought you were going to get dressed up for tonight.
I was going to, but I just ran out of time. I'm running down Gordon Street going, I've got to see Adam, and I just came in and they went, you look fine.
And can you explain exactly what you're dressed as?
I'm dressed as everyone that's ever loved me.
According to this, you're a toothless lady of the night.
Oh, judgmental. I am a toothless lady of the night, and I'm also bald, if you see. Does that look better or worse?
It's actually more...
How dare you, Stephen?
It's actually more accurate because the backstage request was a bald, toothless prostitute.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, prostitute, judgmental again.
Next up, would you please welcome Tom Ballard? And you are dressed as...
Tonight I'm dressed as a young comedian who will do anything to get on the telly.
Oh, that's so true.
We don't all have standards like you, Greg, right? No, I'm a dwarf. I'm Bashful. I'm one of the 7 dwarves.
And finally, would you please welcome Felicity Ward?
So, did you say you'd do anything to get on TV? Stand by. I have a python around my neck.
Oh, yes. Lord.
Any questions?
The backstage request in this case was a 12-foot-long boa constrictor.
Yes. It's very hard to be funny when you're packing bricks.
Which reminds me, I'm just going to cover this up.
So, Motley Crue, Iggy Pop, Marilyn Manson, the requests are a bald, toothless lady of the night, a dwarf, and a 12-foot-long boa constrictor. Which goes with whom?
Well.
Take your time. Do you know that pythons love Marilyn Manson?
They clearly do. Maybe that's an answer.
It's all right, I'm totally in control. Monty, hey, buddy. Hey, come over here, little buddy. Yeah. Just.
I believe it was Confucius who said, when a python wants to do something, you just f***ing let it.
Yes, I did say that.
You did. It was you.
All right, Nick, your team need to make a decision.
Well, he seems to like the Marilyn Manson.
I think, well, you know, Manson's quite strange and odd like that. I would imagine he'd have a snake in his dressing room.
Yeah.
Just for fun, just for...
The Motley Crew are famous for having high standards of lady.
That's right.
Backstage, and they do not come any higher than this business here.
And I'm fairly certain it's Iggy Pop who has the dwarf.
So you're going to leave them in the position they're in?
I could be wrong though.
What do you think? I mean,
I definitely think Manson's got the snake. I'm not quite sure the Iggy connection with the dwarf, though.
I'm not sure. It's just a feeling.
Just a feeling.
Just a feeling. Although I reckon.
No, take your time.
Oh, God.
Are you smelling my bottom? This is not the time.
I've got a feeling down there. I've got a feeling down there. I want to swap that wonderful lady man with the snake. Swap.
So
Felicity
swap.
You want me to walk past the snake?
No, I'll go in front.
Cool.
Worst do-si-do ever.
All right.
No reason.
Okay. So you've gone
happy with
Marilyn Manson with a bald, toothless prostitute, Iggy Pop with the Seven Dwarves, and Motley Crue with a python. 3 points out of 3.
Well done.
Yep. Motley Crue like to have a 12-foot-long boa constrictor backstage. Iggy Pop once requested Seven Dwarves. And Marilyn Manson had a really just normal, it was just like, a cup of tea and then maybe some cakes. And then at the end it said, and a bald hooker with no teeth.
Can I breathe out yet?
Sorry? Would you please take Felicity Ward, Tom Ballard and Greg Fleet?
And Monty.
At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, David, Stephen, 10 points. Alan, Dot, Kitty, 17 points. I'm going to read out a misheard lyric. You have to buzz in and tell me the song that the correct lyric is from. Johnny Euston wet on his socks. Yes.
Johnny used to work on the docks.
And the song is?
I'll need to sing the whole thing.
Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer. Thank you, Alan. That's the one. 400 children and a pocket boot. Yes.
400 children and I've
Yep.
had some bad times. It's fine time to leave me, Lucy.
Lucy or Kenny Rogers. Well done, Miff. Wow. You don't have to spay the lonely.
You don't have to say you love me.
Dusty Springfield. Yes, well done.
Nice.
Take a bite of Bollywood.
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Say Goodbye to Hollywood by Billy Joel, yes. Hot thighs, someone sitting pretty. This side, yep.
Hot side, living in the city.
Summer in the City.
Summer in the City, Love and Spoonful, yes it is.
Come on.
And last one, every time I see you foaming, I cut down on my cheese souffle. Oh. Yep.
Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray.
Yep. The name of the song is?
It's
I'm going to have to throw it over. Sorry, Alan.
The order. It's
Bizarre Love Triangle.
Bizarre Love Triangle was what I was looking for. Well done, Alan. At the end of that round, the scores are Miff, David, Stephen slowly catching up, 14 points. Alan, Dot, Kitty still in front, 19 points. Tonight, instead of one member from each team singing, our version of the three tenors, the Three Shockers, will be singing well-known songs using the words of unrelated texts. Would you please welcome the Three Shockers, Dave O'Neill, Dave Callan and Peter Hellier. Dave O'Neill, you'll be singing first.
Yes.
And you'll be taking your lyrics from the Cub Scout Annual 1968.
Awesome.
You'd like to step forward and please do your first song to Miff's team.
People turning on their TV, they go, gee, human nature put on weight. Look at those guys. Two of them have died, but anyway. OK, listen up. OK, scouting for boys. Next time Michaela takes you out for a day in the open, well, see if he will let you experiment. Hello. With burning different kinds of wood on your fire when you finish lunch. I think you will find this experiment very interesting. and you may be able to use some of the burnt twigs for charcoal crayons afterwards. But a Kayla may cut you some small pieces with his rose pruners just to prove that green living wood is not good for burning. Don't do it, a Kayla.
Don't You Want Me by the Human League.
It's Don't You Want Me by the Human League. Yes, I've got it.
Thank you.
Dave, could you do your second song to Alan's team, please?
Okay. I want to remind you now of Gilwell Park. A place which some of you I know have visited. On that Saturday, it belongs to the Cubs, who can fish in the bomb hole. They fish in the bomb hole.
I think you're right, yeah. Go.
Gonna fish in the bomb.
Yes, Doc.
Is it the Beastie Boys?
Yes, it is.
It's Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave O'Neill. Our next singer, Dave Callan, will be substituting lyrics from Enjoy Your Canary.
Hello. Thank you very much for the lovely outfit, by the way. I feel kind of like a werewolf conducting an orchestra.
First song, Dave, you'll be singing to Myth's team.
Right.
Come on.
Yep.
Generally speaking, it is only the male who sings. Once in a while, a female is found who sings. But this does not often happen. The female, however, makes a very pleasant companion. Trains quite easily. And many people enjoy her cheerful chirps and twittery hymns.
Irish people are supposed to be famous for their sing-songy, up-and-down voice. This is the great exception to that rule.
Thanks very much, D.O.D. You know, if you had a moustache, you would look a little bit like Super Mario.
Could you sing the chorus for us again?
Yes,
Would that
please.
be all right?
Yes, I can do that.
With the actions.
Trains quite easily. And many people enjoy her cheerful chirps and twittery.
Any idea, Miff?
No idea.
That was Sweet Transvestite from the Rocky Horror Show. Nobody. Dave, could you do your next song to Alan's side, please?
I can, even though I've lost a lot of confidence. Thanks to my countryman.
We will attempt to bolster your confidence.
When you get a new pet, it's natural to want to start playing with him, talking to him and showing him to your friends. But you must resist temptation for a couple of days and give your canary quiet and privacy. After all, he's just been through a disturbing experience. He's been taken from his comfortable cage and friends at the pet shop put into a tiny dark box and brought to a strange place.
Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving.
It is Don't Stop Moving by S Club 7.
Oh my God, it's an S Club 7 song.
Thank you, Dave Callan. Peter Hellier will now substitute lyrics from Composting by Kevin Handreck.
It's a celebration of when you can burn shit on your front lawn.
Could you sing your first song to Miff's team, please?
Do you want the easy one or the hard one, Miff?
I have no
I'm not sure
answer.
which is which, to be honest. Safe. Okay, here we go. They are too wet, too wet. They are too wet. The telltale sign of this is the production of foul odours. The problem may be overcome by adding dry materials. They are too dry, too dry. They are too dry. The cause here will... Yes, Adam?
I've got two songs here that you could be doing. I'm still not quite sure which one you're actually doing.
I think we have
I might be sampling both.
Do you have any idea, Miff?
I'm too sexy. No.
Yes!
Pete, would you like to do your final song to Alan's team, please?
Rubbish is one product our society makes very well. We make mountains and oceans of it. We dump it in holes in the sea. But when we run out of holes, when the sea cannot take any more, when we get sick of smoke in our eyes.
Is it Eye of the Tiger?
It is Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
2 from 2.
2 from 2. Thank you, Peter Hellier, and a big round of applause for our three singers, Dave O'Neill, Dave Cullen, and of course, Peter Hellier. And in that round, scores are Miff, David, Stephen, 16 points, Alan, Kitty, 22 points. Teams, hands on your buzzers. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off for a wrong answer. Your questions start now. What was the name of the faux musical in Mel Brooks' film The Producers? Yes.
Springtime for Hitler.
Springtime for Hitler. Which un-PC musical comedy trio were named after an Australian Deputy Prime Minister? Miff?
Doug Anthony All-Stars.
Yes, well done. What is Weird Al Yankovic's full first name? Alan?
Al.
No, full is
Weird.
Alfred.
Oh!
In 1956, comedy trio The Goons sang they were walking backwards for which holiday? Yes.
For Christmas.
For Christmas, indeed. Have a listen to this one-hit wonder from 93. Name the song. Yes.
Detachable penis.
It was Detachable Penis.
Nicely picked, babe.
According to the Noel Coward song, who should not put their daughter on the stage?
Worthington?
Yes, Mrs. Worthington. Yes. Which Elton John song begins with the words, "It's a little bit funny"?
Your song.
Your song,
Yes.
Thank you, David. In 1980, Joe Dolce told us, yes,
Shut up, you face.
to shut up or our what face. And the final question, how many sound engineers does it take to change a light bulb?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Correct answer. At the end of the show, the final scores were Miff, David and Stephen made it to 21 points, but Alan Kitty won the day with 24 points. Would you please thank our guests for tonight, Doc Brown, Kitty Flanagan, Stephen K. Amos and David O'Doherty. And of course our two team captains, Alan Rowe and Miff Warhurst. And would you please give it up for all our special comedy guests that dropped in tonight as well. We'd like to leave you tonight with a special performance from a group making their first trip to Australia, the Horn Section. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specks. My name's Adam Hills. Good night, Australia.
Well. Good evening. We are the Horn Section, and this song is our Christmas single. So go out and buy it. We're trying to get the Christmas number 9 slot. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Second verse. Monday, yeah. Tuesday. It's quite similar lyrically to the first one. Wednesday, yep. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now it's French with a key change. Lundi, up we go. Mardi, mercredi, bonjour, ça va? Jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Now Japanese, everybody gets a yobi, kayobi, suiyobi, we all know it. Mokuyobi, Kenyobi, Doyobi, Nichiobi. Now, it's Irish. De Lou, De Martha, De Katie, De Dean, De Hina, De Sauron, De Downhook. Lovely. Now it's Mr. Doc Brown.
I like a Saturday, a Sunday, a Tuesday, a Monday. My best day and worst day, Wednesday and Thursday. But I like the way that Friday comes next in line with Saturday right behind. And then we're back where we started. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh shit!
Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, you gotta love a Tuesday.
Wednesday, Thursday,
Thursday's good as well. Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's Swedish. Måndag, tisdag, onsdag. He's Scandinavian. Torsdag, he's a Viking. Fredag, smile. That's it. Got it. Take a look. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Really give it up this one. Come.
Alex Horn.